Hello everyone, welcome to new class. Today's class is about AC through purely inductive circuit and AC through purely capacitive circuit. Consider an AC circuit consisting of a pure inductance only as shown in the figure. Let the applied alternating voltage be V is equal to Vm sin omega t. And this alternating voltage will cause an alternating current I to flow through the circuit. Due to the inductance of the coil, a self-induced EMF is induced in the coil, which opposes the applied voltage at every instant. As this circuit is purely inductive, there is no resistance and hence there is no ohmic drop. Thus, the applied voltage EV has to overcome the self-induced EMF only at every instant. At any instant t, the self-induced EMF is E is equal to minus L into di by dt. But according to Kirchhoff's voltage law, V plus E must be equal to 0, where V is the applied voltage and E is the self-induced EMF or back EMF. So we can write Vm sin omega t equal to L into di by dt. That is, here E is negative, so we get like this. From this, take di to this side, then di equal to Vm by L sin omega t into dt. Then integrating on both sides, we get the integral of di is I. Vm by L is a constant. Then integral of sin omega t dt is minus cos omega t divided by omega. So we can write I is equal to minus Vm by omega L cos omega t. And this minus cos omega t can be written as sine of omega t minus pi by 2. And for maximum value of current I, this sine omega t minus pi by 2 equal to 1. That is, Im is equal to Vm by omega L. That is, maximum value of current is Im, I maximum, equal to Vm by omega L when sine omega t minus pi by 2 equal to 1. And this omega L can be written as XL. So after substituting these in this equation, we get I is equal to Im sine omega t minus pi by 2. From this equation, it is clear that current lags behind the applied voltage by an angle 90 degree. And XL equal to omega L is called inductive reactance of the inductor. And the quantity omega L plays the same role as the resistance in a resistive circuit. And we can write XL equal to 2 pi FL, where that is omega equal to 2 pi F. So we can write XL equal to omega L or equal to 2 pi FL, and the unit is ohm. Next is power in purely inductive AC circuit. Instantaneous power is given by P is equal to V into I. And we know V is equal to Vm sin omega t and I is Im sin omega t minus pi by 2. And we get minus Vm Im sin omega t cos omega t. That is, sin omega t minus pi by 2 is minus cos omega t. And after solving this, we get minus 1 by 2 Vm Im sin 2 omega t. That is, sin omega t into cos omega t is sine 2 omega t by 2. To find the average power for one complete cycle, integrate this value, that is minus Vm Im by 2 integral 0 to 2 pi sine 2 omega t. And we get integral of sine 2 omega t is cos 2 omega t by 2. Minus cos 2 omega t by 2. And after putting these limit values, we get 0. Hence, the total power consumed by a purely inductive circuit is 0. Or we can say the average power by a pure inductive AC circuit is 0. So, in an AC purely inductive circuit, the current lags behind the applied voltage by an angle 90 degrees. So, we can draw the phasor diagram like this. That is, here the current lags voltage by an angle 90 degree. Or we can draw the phasor diagram like this also. In the x-axis voltage and in the y-axis current. And this is the waveforms of voltage, current and power. So, here the current lags behind the applied voltage by an angle 90 degree. That is, the current starts after an angle pi by 2. And this is the waveforms of power. So, while taking the average value, it will be 0. Now let us study about the AC through purely capacitive circuit. Consider an AC circuit containing a capacitor of capacitance C farad. Let an alternating voltage V is equal to Vm sin omega t be applied to the circuit. Then the charging current in the capacitive circuit be I, and the charge across the capacitor is Q is equal to C into Vc, and the charging current I at any instant is I is equal to dq by dt. Then substitute for the value Q. Then we get I is equal to d by dt of C into Vc, and C is a constant. Then we get C into dVc by dt. But we know Vc is equal to Vm sin omega t. Then we get I is equal to C into d by dt of Vm sin omega t. Therefore, I is equal to C into d by dt of Vm sin omega t. Then here sin omega, the derivative of sin omega t is cos omega t into omega, and Vm and C are constants, and we get Vm divided by 1 by omega c into cos omega t can be written as sin omega t plus pi by 2. So, we get Im sin omega t plus pi by 2, where Im is the maximum current and its value is Vm by 1 by omega c. And the term 1 by omega c is called the capacitive reactance, and it can be written as Xc. X equal to 1 by omega c equal to 1 by 2 pi Fc, and its unit is ohm. And from this equation, it is clear that the current leads the applied voltage by an angle pi by 2 or 90 degree. Next is power in a purely capacitive AC circuit. The instantaneous power is given by P is equal to V into I. where V is Vm sin omega t and I is Im sin omega t plus pi by 2. Then after solving, we get Vm Im by 2 sin 2 omega t. While taking the average power for one cycle, we get its value as 0. So, the average power demand in a purely capacitive AC circuit is 0. Since the current leads a voltage by an angle 90 pi by 2 or 90 degree, so we can draw the phasor diagram like this. Here current leads voltage by an angle pi by 2, or we can draw the phasor diagram like this also. And this is the waveforms of voltage, current and power. Here the current leads voltage by an angle pi by 2, and while taking the average value of power we get 0. Thank you for watching the classes. If you like the classes, please like, share and subscribe my channel.